Hey, this is DJ Who Kid, and I'm excited to tell you about a new podcast called Amplify Color. I'm telling you, man, Charlamagne the God, Wendy Williams, Robin Quivers, the names are familiar, but the stories of their trials and triumphs in the radio industry may not be. Amplify Color reveals the empowering and inspirational stories of individuals who left an undeniable impact on the radio industry despite the challenges and the battles they faced. So each week, Amplify Color will chronicle the history of black radio through the story of a trailblazer who made a long-lasting impact on the medium that we know and love today. Check out this preview on Amplify Color and make sure you subscribe. And that's from me, man, DJ Who Kid.
African Americans overcame tremendous challenges to have a spot on the radio. Throughout this season of Amplify Color, we'll be taking a deeper look into pivotal black radio figures, ones that changed the entertainment landscape and media at large. Pioneers like Tom Joyner, a DJ whose unconventional rise to the top required logging thousands of frequent flyer miles every week.
Yo, get your butt up, your room straight. It's time to get ready for school. This is Tom Joyner. It's 629 K104 FM.
Kathy Hughes, creator of the largest African American broadcasting company in the United States.
So I've always had this boldness about standing up for what I believed in, and certainly it's easier to do it when you're the boss.
This is The Quiet Storm.
And New York City DJ Mr. Magic, the voice behind the first hip-hop radio show.
Welcome once again to the world-famous Mr. Magic, a Rapper Jack, and of course I am Sir Juice, your host for the next 3 hours as we kick off 30 minutes of non-stop music.
These black voices on the radio lay the groundwork for modern-day icons like Robin Quivers, long-running co-host of the controversial Howard Stern Show.
You don't want to listen, you don't like that kind of radio, you don't have to listen. There are other stations, there's a whole dial.
Big Boy, undisputed king of the Los Angeles airwaves.
7:37 in the morning, time, Power 106, we are blazing hip-hop and R&B, Big Boy's neighborhood.
And Sway, a DJ who transcended radio to become a news correspondent for MTV.
Be yourself in this game, and understand that this mic is a tool. You know, it's a tool. It could be used for a couple of reasons.
Black DJs have been synonymous with the radio for generations. Speaking directly to the community, black radio has always represented the oral tradition of storytelling. But black radio moguls, DJs, and hosts, the ones who originally kept out of the industry, were the ones who elevated the field. You might even say it became amplified. I'm your host, Ryan Cameron, and with each episode of Amplify Color, we're going to go through the history of black radio and hear the stories of trailblazers who made a lasting impact on the medium that we love today. The pioneers of black radio came from all walks of life. Some came from the stages of vaudeville, and some were integral to the civil rights movement. 6 years prior to becoming the voice of Washington, D.C., P.D. Green served a stint in prison for armed robbery. It was a mistake that actually strengthened his career focus. Once released, he went to urban talk station WOL to host his own show, Rapping with P.D. Green.
See, they told me, they make you think you ain't nothing. They told me I'd be going back to the penitentiary all my life, but I didn't pay them no mind. And the same thing Reverend Ike say my grandmother used to tell me all the time. I said, Grandma, why don't you save money for a rainy day? She said, money to buy a umbrella with, boy. Money ain't for no rainy day. You can believe that.
P.D.'s forthright humor and jive talk mannerisms made him a saving grace of D.C., literally. But radio positions didn't always belong to men. Take Deanna Williams, a radio host and freelance entertainment reporter. She elevated the sound of Philadelphia and black music by partaking in a massive grassroots movement for the cause.
I'd like to extend a very mellow vibe to everybody in Baltimore and Virginia because those listeners are as special as the ones we have here in Chocolate City. All right? Don't want to let nobody feel like they're left out and not loved.
Without Deanna Williams, Black Music Month wouldn't have been created by former President Jimmy Carter in 1979 or become officially observed in 2000. Two of the most surprising contributors to black radio were a Jewish and Puerto Rican duo who turned Columbia University's college radio station into a hip-hop sanctuary. Stretch Armstrong and Bobbito Garcia hosted a late-night show where up-and-coming rappers like Nas, Eminem, Wu-Tang Clan, and Big L played their latest records or showed off their lyrical freestyles. In the process, a format was born that hip-hop shows imitated for years to come.
Queens, Bronx, Brooklyn, Staten Island, Manhattan, Long Island, New Jersey, Connecticut, worldwide. From the basement to the penthouse, my Kikos be reppin' worldwide. Stretch Armstrong and Bobbito, every Sunday, 12 to 2 on Hot 97. Yo, Stretch, do it to him, baby.
Not all radio programs were just music-related. Gossip made its rounds in the talk radio circuit. No other host had the gift of gab like Wendy Williams. The New Jersey Queen of Shock stormed airwaves in the mid-1980s, bouncing around from calypso to oldie stations until she found her trash talk niche. By the 1990s, she became the most infamous host in the New York City market. She offended nearly everyone in black entertainment. Tupac, Whitney Houston, Bill Cosby, Russell Simmons. People couldn't stand Wendy, but ironically couldn't get enough of her.
Yeah, it seems like your image, like what you're saying, is totally different from your you seem like a down chick, like a ride or die. You know what I'm saying?
Hello?
Hello? Oh, she must have figured out I was like Wendy Williams. We tricked her. Did you hear her? She was like, Wendy who? What's her last name? Wendy who? And she hung up. Why'd she hang up?
Beneath Wendy's wing would come a host just as verbally insulting, but hilarious. Charlamagne the God. Coming straight out of Charleston, South Carolina, the future Breakfast Club co-host refused to bite his tongue for anyone. Some celebrities even avoided coming to Charlamagne's hot seat altogether, but he still has his finger on the pulse of modern radio.
New York hated me when I first came. I remember Wendy put a poll up one time and it was like, should I send them back? And it was like 73% of the people was like, yes. Like, it was like, who is this guy coming on our airwaves talking crazy about our artists and just people in general? Who is he?
But none of these people we'll cover in this show would have a path if it weren't for the foundation of Jack L. Cooper, the undisputed patriarch of black radio. And that is a story we'll tell you on Amplify Color.